Good day, everyone. Thank you for showing up today. I'm Nizelle Villacruzes from Cebu City, and I'm grateful to be recognized as the 2025 Digital Ambassador Award. I welcome you all to our Health Talks by PK. For episode 2, our topic is all about heart health. Why, Bucket? Because it's Valentine's Day and it's in February. So this is a monthly online training conducted by Lifestyles Global Network Vice President, Mr. Paul Kramer. Are you excited? Are you ready to listen and learn? Because today we're honored to have Sir Paul Kramer with us. He visits Philippines and travels all over the country conducting health seminars through his online show. We now have the privilege of being able to attend more trainings and gain valuable knowledge about health and nutrition. Plus, there is a special bonus at the end of the training. There will be question and answer portion, so stick around till the end because a few lifestyles distributors will have the privilege of asking questions to be answered by Paul Kramer himself. So now, I will give a brief background about our speaker. Sir Paul has over 25 years experience in nutritional product development, in network marketing, and in corporate management. And he is the author of the best-selling book, Fighting Body Pollution, which is now printed in 8 languages worldwide. As a registered nutritional consultant, Sir Paul has conducted health seminars around the world. He is a graduate of Canadian Nutrition Institute Advanced Holistic Nutrition Program and currently represents Lifestyles as a member of Canadian Health Food Association and the American Botanical Council. And now, embrace yourself. Help me welcome Senior Vice President, Mr. Paul Kramer.
Thank you very much, NMD Lizelle. Thank you so much. It's great to be with everybody today. Fantastic topic we've got today for Health Talks with PK. I want to say hi to everybody who's joining us from all around the lifestyles world. This topic is really, really relevant for all of us for a number of different reasons. As NMD Lizelle said, this is Heart Health Month in North America, and it's also Valentine's. So I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. And I know lifestyles distributors are very, very romantic. They love Valentine's Day. So I hope it was a great day for everybody out there. But the heart I want to talk to you about is not your emotional heart. It is your physical heart, the one right here that's beating in all of us very strongly, hopefully. So this is going to be a fantastic topic. We have got a really, really, really good amount of information to share with you today on heart health. So let's take a look at the first slide. Of course, everybody knows that it is Heart Health Month in North America, and that's why really we're talking about it, because it's something that's very, very relevant for all of us. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's so important to be concerned about heart health. But let's look at some fun facts first of all. Let's look at some facts about about your heart that makes it quite interesting. Number one, your heart beats approximately 100,000 times each and every day. Your heart pumps over 2,000 gallons of blood through 60,000 miles of blood vessels all through your body. And if you put your hands together like this, that is approximately the size of your heart. So everybody who's out there, put your hands together like this. That is your heart that's beating and pumping blood all through your body. And every cell of your body, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, every cell of your body gets nutrients from the blood pumped by your heart. And this is important. So when you take Intra, when you take Nutria Plus, the all of the cardio life, of course, all of the nutrients end up in your blood and is pumped through all the cells of your body by your heart. So your heart is an amazing muscle. It obviously is the most important, almost I would say the most important part of your body to keep healthy. Okay, so let's look at some facts of why this is true. And these are facts that can be quite shocking. Let's go to the next slide. We're going to see here that when you look at stats, when you look at the stats around heart disease, it's the leading cause of death globally in every single country around the world amongst both men and women. This includes, of course, heart disease, includes things like heart attacks, stroke, high blood pressure, all of these things. It's the number one cause of death amongst men and women in every single country. Globally, 49,000 people each and every day die of heart disease. In the US alone, someone has a heart attack every 40 seconds. And in the Philippines, approximately 350 people each and every day die from heart disease related things. Okay, so and here's a crazy one too, maybe not too surprising, but more heart attacks happen on Monday than any other day of the week. Okay, so I know it's not Monday today, but hopefully everybody's going to stay healthy and they're going to stay happy. But we've got to look after our heart in order to do that. So let's take a look at the next slide. And let's see how the cardiovascular system works. So you've got your heart, about the size of your two hands put together, and you see that you have arteries and you have veins in your body. The job of the heart is to pump the blood through the arteries, and the arteries deliver blood from the heart to the rest of your body. So every time your heart beats, it pumps blood through your arteries, goes around through your system, and your veins, which are here shown in blue, very simple diagram, but your veins, their job is to bring the blood back to the heart. So this just keeps going around and around, and this is called the circulatory system. So you want to have a strong heart and you want to have a healthy heart. And one of the most important ways to do that is to keep your arteries healthy. This is such a key concept. We're going to be talking about this a lot during this presentation. We want you to keep your arteries healthy. And I'm going to show you what that is and what that means and why that's so important. Because if your heart is pumping and your arteries are not healthy and they're not clear, it's very hard on your heart. And the harder you make it for your heart, the sooner it's going to stop working and the shorter your life is going to be. Okay, so very, very important. All right, next slide. We're going to look at what I mean by a healthy artery, okay? So you see on the right here at the top, you've got a healthy artery. Of course, when everybody's born, your arteries are very, very clean, very clear. I always talk about it in Metro Manila. I always relate it to the Skyway, where all the cars are flying along really fast on the Skyway. So when your arteries are healthy, they're clear, and they're open, and when your heart beats, the blood can go easily through your arteries all around your body and do what it's supposed to do, right? But as we get older, because of things like diet and stress and air pollution and lack of exercise and all of these lifestyle factors, right, our arteries begin to get blocked. And when they get blocked, I relate that to not the Skyway, but to EDSA. And everybody knows the traffic jams on EDSA in Manila, right? So that's where the cars aren't moving at all. And when your arteries get blocked, and they get blocked by plaque, right? You see it here in the illustration. Plaque is made up of calcium and cholesterol and a couple of other things, but mostly calcium and cholesterol. They block the arteries, and so the opening in the artery is smaller and smaller, right? And then when your heart is beating, it's hard to push the blood through your artery. And of course, the number one cause of a heart attack is blocked arteries. The number one cause of a stroke is blocked arteries. So you can see how important it is to keep the arteries healthy so that your heart doesn't have to work as hard, and therefore you're going to have a much, much longer life. Okay, so let's take a look at the next slide. And what we're going to show you here is the importance of cardio life. Okay, the importance of cardio life in supporting a healthy heart, in supporting a healthy cardiovascular system, which again is very, very important because what a lot of people don't realize is that your brain functions best with proper blood flow, right? So if the blood is not flowing through, not only does it affect your heart, but it also affects your brain, your ability to think, your memory. All these sorts of things are very, very greatly affected by the health of your heart. Okay. So our amazing product Cardio Life has ingredients, and I'm going to show you how the product works. Here are the ingredients right here. Fantastic lineup of ingredients led by vitamin K2. Now, very, very important to know that for 90% of people, they're not getting enough vitamin K2 from your food alone. When you go to Jollibee, when you go to KFC, when you go to McDonald's, they don't have vitamin K2 in their food. When you buy processed food, you don't get vitamin K2. Okay, so you need vitamin K2. I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you how it works. And also we have hawthorn extract, cocoa powder, red beet extract, cayenne. You see all the B vitamins here. Cardiolife is a very balanced formula. And between the vitamin K2, especially, and the hawthorn, those are the two main ingredients. What they do is they keep the arteries soft and open. Okay. So if you have cholesterol, your arteries get smaller and then they get hardened. It's called hardening of the arteries. What vitamin K2 and what hawthorn do is they keep your arteries soft so your arteries can stay open, so the blood can flow through in a more natural, easy fashion. So very important. We've all heard I think we've all heard anyway, oh, he has hardening of the arteries, which is the beginnings of heart disease and probably the beginnings of either a heart attack or a stroke. So you want to keep your arteries soft and open. When you take Cardiolife, and by the way, it doesn't happen in the first day, okay? It doesn't happen the first day you take Cardiolife. You have to take the product for a minimum of 2 months, every day to start noticing the benefits of Cardiolife, because it takes time to work. It takes time to get the arteries soft, to keep the blood flowing through. But because these ingredients that are in Cardiolife are not in the food we're eating to a great enough degree, this is where we're running into problems with our artery health. So using Cardiolife each and every day can dramatically improve how your arteries function, keeping the super highway open. Everybody wants to be on the Skyway. Nobody wants to be on EDSA. So we want all of you to have that super duper Skyway artery where the blood is flowing right through. So let's take a look at the next slide. And what we have here is we're going to go to our Q&A, which is I love the Q&A part because we have distributors that have some really great questions, and I think we have some lined up. So who do we have, and what are the questions on heart health today?
Thank you so much for that very informative and heartfelt talk about heart. So imagine that there are 300 people die every day in the Philippines because of heart attack. So we have to take Cardiolife. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with so much heart. And now I would like to introduce the 3 distributors with their chosen questions. The first one is by Executive Director Anavet Avateria from Cavite.
Hi, Sir Paul. As
Good
a mother
morning.
of 4, my heart carries not only my own life, but also the responsibility to be present, strong, and healthy for my children. I want to make sure I am doing everything I can to protect my health and secure my future with them. With that in mind, I would like to ask, what should we avoid to prevent heart diseases? Thank you.
Oh, great question, Annabeth. Thank you so much. That really is a fantastic question because there are so many different things that we can do to avoid heart disease and to keep our heart healthy and keep our arteries clear. And I'm glad you asked that question because it's I'm going to give people today 6 things, okay? 6 things that everybody can do that is going to help dramatically reduce your chances of having heart disease and keep you healthy overall, right? So let's start with some really obvious ones. Number one, if you smoke, quit smoking. If you don't smoke, don't start smoking. Number one is stop smoking because smoking is so closely tied to high blood pressure. It's so closely tied to damaged arteries that that's a number one easy thing to do. Number two is improve your diet. Okay, get on a healthier diet. Avoid things like saturated fats, which are in a lot of animal products, and try and avoid sugar whenever possible. So there are 2 things that you want to focus on. Number one, less saturated fat, less animal products, less sugar, and more natural foods, plant-based foods. Okay, and this is where again Intra has 23 botanicals, and botanicals are all plants, right? All from plants. So what we want to do is we want more brightly colored fruits and vegetables in our diet, and certainly less sugar and less saturated fat from animal products. Number 3, regular exercise. It is so important to get your heart beating because when your heart is beating, it strengthens it. Your heart is a muscle. So if you want stronger arms, you have to exercise your arms. If you want a stronger heart, you've got to exercise your heart. And that is cardio exercise, right? So it doesn't have to be at a gym. You don't have to, walk up a mountain or get on your bike and go, 100 kilometers. Just a good brisk walk after dinner or anytime during the day is fantastic, right? If you work in a building and you have stairs, take the stairs instead of the elevator, that type of thing, right? Just work on getting your heart beating high. And again, like there's a great new concept now called exercise snacks, right? So you don't have to work out for an hour. You can work out. You can do a little bit of exercise for 5 minutes, 4 or 5 times a day, just by walking, going up some steps, doing things like that. These little exercise snacks that get your heart rate up a little bit have a dramatic impact on our health. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, maintain a healthy body weight. Okay, so if you've got too much of the bill, right? If you got too much bill, you got to work on ways to get the bill down. And we know, of course, FiberLife's great at helping with the bill, and all these other things, diet, some regular exercise. Maintaining a healthy body weight is very, very important. Okay. Number 5 is manage your stress levels. Boy, when you're under stress, your arteries are literally feeling that stress. Every part of your body is, all the cells in your body, but stress is extremely damaging to our heart and to our cardiovascular system. So deep breathing, we talked a little bit, I think, on the last episode about box breathing. So if you want to learn about that, you can go back to that episode. Managing stress is really important. And it's easy just using your breath, calm your body down once a day, a couple times a day, just deep breathing in and out. Try to keep your stress levels down. I know it's tough because there's so much stress in the world right now, but everything you can do to manage your stress levels would be very, very helpful. And number 6, and this is so important, know what your blood pressure is, know what your cholesterol levels are, and know what your blood sugar levels are. So these are important numbers. So if you don't know what those numbers are, if you don't know what your blood pressure is, you're literally playing with fire because a lot of people have high blood pressure and they don't even know it. So it's easy. You go to a clinic, you go to some pharmacies have blood pressure numbers, right? Some office buildings do it for their staff, right? Get your blood pressure checked, get your cholesterol levels checked, get your blood sugar level checked. Make sure you know what these numbers are. Doesn't matter how old you are. You should be doing this from age, 25, 30, right on up through your life. Every year, you should be having these numbers checked so you know where you stand, right? And that way, if you see something becoming a problem, it's much easier to fix it before it gets to be a serious problem. Okay. So those are the 6 things that I would say right off the top would dramatically help your heart and your cardiovascular system, and therefore extend your life and your quality of life as well. Okay. So great question. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for sharing your question, Miss Annabeth. And now let's proceed to our second question and answer portion by National Marketing Director, Miss Riza Montero from Tarlac. The screen is yours, Ma'am Riza.
Thank you, Sir Paul, for choosing my question. It's truly an honor to have the opportunity to speak with you today. My question is, my husband is suffering from high blood pressure. He's already taking Cardiolife. Is Cardiolife enough to regulate his blood pressure? He prefers supplements instead of synthetic medicine. How many capsules do you recommend?
Thank you, NMD Riza from Tarlac. Wow. Great place, and love going to Tarlac City. So thank you for that question. It's a great question because a lot of people, they want to know how much should I take and what's it going to do? What are the products going to do? That type of thing. When it comes to blood pressure, you have to be really, really careful with your medicine. So this is the number one rule. The number one rule is never, ever stop taking or lower your medicine without talking to your doctor first. That is the first and most important thing. Now, once you realize or once you understand, hey, I want to start taking Cardiolife because it's going to help my cardiovascular system, it's going to help my arteries. When your arteries are softer, it tends to lower your blood pressure. But you have to do this with your doctor. And so you go to your doctor and you say, look, I want to take this natural supplement called Cardiolife. I want you to check my blood pressure on a regular basis. My objective, my goal is to lower my medication or potentially eliminate it, but you must do that with your doctor only. Never do this on your own. Now, when it comes to Cardiolife, and if you really, really want to have that great effect, you need to take like the maximum benefit. I would start out with 4 Cardiolife per day because that is going to really, really give you the amount of vitamin K2, the amount of hawthorn, all of the things that are in Cardiolife. So start with that. Take 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, or 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. Split them up, right? So you're taking 2 twice a day with a meal, obviously, of course, very important, take it with a meal and give it a couple of months to start working. Okay. Then measure your blood pressure, keep your medication the same, and then talk to your doctor about the next steps. But you can certainly start out with 4. And really, when it comes to Cardiolife, to get to max out the amount, it's 6 a day. Okay. In the Philippines, it's 6 a day. In Canada, United States, because the formula is different, we can add more vitamin K2 by law. We can't do that in the Philippines. So if you're in North America, it's going to be 3 a day. If you're in the Philippines, it's going to be 6 a day to get the ultimate maximum. But start with 4 and then go from there. After a couple months, you can go up to the 6. And if you're taking 6, you can take 3 capsules twice a day. So just split it up that way. But NMD Riza, I think that's going to help your husband a lot. Next time I come to the Philippines, I want you to tell me how he's doing. Let me know how it's working for him. Okay? But great question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Riza. So now let's proceed to our last question and answer portion by Global Marketing Director, Miss Clarissa Arroyo from Metro Manila. The spotlight is yours, GMD.
Hi everyone! Happy Heart Day! How are you, Sir Paul? Yes, I remember I was with you last year, right? When we had the health talk. So thank you so much for all the new information that we have from you, especially speaking about our heart, okay? So I have a question for you here, sir. Sir Paul, are lifestyles products, especially the Cardiolife, beneficial to clients who are on pacemaker? Okay, or had angiogram or angioplasty. How does it help, Sir Paul?
Right. Great to see you again, Clarissa. Thank you so much. You were a great host on the last episode. So thank you for doing that. Look forward to seeing you when I come to the Philippines. And great question. Again, this gets down to anybody who's got problems with their arteries that either has an angiogram, angioplasty, they're on a pacemaker, they've had some cardiovascular challenges in their life so far. Cardio Life is tremendous. It's going to be so beneficial. Anybody can take it, excuse me, who has any of these issues, because what it's going to do is it's going to, over time, soften and open up the arteries. And it's as simple as that. It comes down to blood flowing through your body. And when your heart does not have to work as hard to pump that blood through, you're going to be so much healthier. The pacemaker is really designed to sort of keep your heart going at the same rate because it's having problems working properly. You've really got to get on Cardio Life to get the arteries open. And one of the things, GMD, that I would say to everybody out there is, don't wait until you have a problem to start taking a supplement, to start taking Lifestyles products, Cardio Life, Intra, Nutria, Fiber Life. Don't wait until you have a problem, because what we always talk about is prevention, not prescription. Okay? Prevention, not prescription. So don't wait until you have a problem with your heart, or you have some diagnosis that part of your body's unhealthy and you're unwell. Really be proactive, right, with your life and with your health. Those 6 things that I said are very important to prevent somebody from having heart disease as they go on through life. But you've got to start now. You can't wait until you go to the doctor, you go to the hospital, you end up in some bad situation with your health. So invest in your health now, because I've always said this too. You cannot buy good health. You cannot buy good health, but you can invest in good health, right? And investing in good health means doing little things each and every day that are going to help you long term. So doing things that are going to help your heart 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road. Don't wait until you have a pacemaker. Don't wait until you've had, a mild stroke or you have high blood pressure, all of these things, right? There are things you can do to help your health, and being proactive and using Lifestyles products right now when you're still healthy is the most important thing that you can do for your long-term health. So I just want everybody to think about Heart Health Month. It's such an important thing. I'm glad we have it because it brings attention to the #1 cause of death in the world today amongst men and women, heart disease. And there are so many things you can do to prevent it. It doesn't need to happen to you. You can be proactive. You can do all the things that are good for your heart, right? That are just going to keep you healthy and keep you happy. And that, it's so important. And we want to reduce the number of heart cardiovascular related episodes amongst all people. And this is where Lifestyles is so important, where you can share Cardio Life with your friends and family, keep everybody's heart healthy and happy so that you can all enjoy a very long life. So I hope you've got some good benefit from this. Of course, we're always here to answer any questions you have on any aspect of your health. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Looking forward to the next one. And I'm going to turn it back over to our amazing host. Take it away, Lizelle. Thank you so much, everybody. And good morning.
Once again, thank you so much, Mr. Paul Kramer. Today, it reminded us of something important. Our heart is our life support, and taking care of it means taking care of our future. So let's invest in our health, and because prevention is much better than prescription. Again, I'm Lizelle Villacruz, your host. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, take care of your heart, and let's always live better every day with Lifestyles. And see you all to our next episode.